So last verse, what Narayani Mataji took, one or two verses prior to this 519, it states that devotional service cannot be attained without serving the devotees, and that's therefore all the scriptures glorify the service of the devotees. So devotional service is very important. Devotional service uh, to uh, Guru and devotees, senior devotees. That is how Krishna will be pleased. So Krishna is not looking at whether you are serving to him directly. One cannot reach to Krishna directly, but one has to reach Krishna only through Guru. Sakshat Haritvena Samasta Shastrai. So he has drunk the essence of the Shastras and he is the one who could take us to Guru. Yasya Prasada Bhagavat Prasado Yasya Prasada Nagati Kutopi. So without the Sharan of Guru, we are like nobody, and the Lord is only pleased when his devotees are pleased. So let's look at verse 519. Keha bale
Mataji, sorry,
mahateji.
517.
Five
517 से शुरू
seven.
करना है.
अच्छा, you wrote
Yes,
519.
Mataji.
Okay, fine. आदिदेव जय जय नित्यानंद राया चैतन्य कीर्तन स्फुरे यान्हार कृपाया. All glories to Lord Nityananda, the primeval Lord, by whose mercy glorification of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu manifests. So we should understand that Lord Nityananda is the Adi Guru, Balram. He's none other than Balram, and Balram Jayanti is coming very soon in this month. So very auspicious, and we before that we just had Guru Purnima. So Lord Nityananda, Balram is the Adi Guru, and without the mercy of Nityananda, we can't even think of getting any mercy of Lord Chaitanya. And we have read in couple of verses in Chaitanya Bhagavat, couple of chapters which have been dedicated that those who have been deriding Nityananda Prabhu, they will be kind of their path is paved towards hell. So we have seen all those texts as well. So 518. केहा बले नित्यानंद बल राम समा केहा बले चैतन्येरा बड़ा प्रियतमा. So some say Nityananda Prabhu is equal same as Balarama, and some say he is Chaitanyera Priyatama. He is very dear to Lord Chaitanya. केहा भले महातेजी अंश अधिकारी केहा भले कोना रूपे भुजिते न पारी. Some say he is most powerful plenary portion of the Lord, and others say we cannot understand who he is. Someone may consider Nityananda as a living entity. Kava jiva Nityananda kiva bhakta jani yara yena mata icha na bola ekeni. Some may consider Nityananda as a living entity, some may consider him as a devotee, and some may consider him as a jnani. They may say whatever they like. ये से केने चैतन्येर नित्यानंद नाहे तबु से चरण धाना राहु का हृदय. No matter whatever relationship Nityananda has with Lord Chaitanya, I keep the treasure of his lotus feet in my heart. So Vande Guru Charanara Vindam. So we our naman, our prayers to Guru and having the Guru's lotus feet in our heart is always important. Even if the Guru might not be there physically on this planet, his Vani, his instructions, his mercy, Guru is always present through his instructions and his instructions and blessings. So when you deeply desire to seek blessings of your Guru and you meditate, because in everyday chanting, whoever is initiated are also saying Guru Pranam Mantra, the blessing of Guru is always there. And the Supreme Soul, Paramatma in our heart, always transmits our eagerness to seek blessings of us from Guru. And we are blessed because the connection is through Paramatma. That's why sometimes when you meet Guru and you might be having some challenges, you might not want to say that, or something might be bothering you. But because of the connection, because of your Guru Nishtha, And because of the connection of the Paramatma, the Guru knows what you're going through, and the Guru might ask you, how is it, is this bothering you? Are you peaceful or are you troubled by so and so thing? So even without you revealing, Guru comes to know. And how does he come to know? And that is because of the Guru Nishtha Bhakti and the connection of Paramatma, that he knows what his devotees are going through. Each and every devotee, he will know what are they going through. एता परिहारे ओ ये पापी निंदा करे तबे लाठी मारोन तारा सिरेरा ऊपरे. Therefore, I kick the head of any sinful person who disregards the glories of Lord Nityananda and dares to criticize him. So, the author here is writing that anybody who disregards the Adi Guru, Lord Nityananda, or even dare to criticize him, I will kick him on his head. चैतन्य प्रियेर पाए मोरा नमस्कारा अवधूत चंद्र प्रभु Okamara. I offer my obeisances at the feet of Lord Chaitanya's dear devotees so that Avaduta Chandra may become my Lord. Text 524. चैतन्येर कृपाया से नित्यानंद चीनी नित्यानंद जानैले गौरचंद्र जानी. By the mercy of Lord Chaitanya, I came to know Lord Nityananda. And if Nityananda reveals Gaurachandra to me, I will come to know him. So, by the mercy of Krishna only, we come to know who is our Guru. So, when the heart is eager to seek a Guru, or you feel very deeply that you want to take shelter of a Guru, Krishna comes to know of it. So, when Krishna's mercy is there, he brings the Guru and brings the Guru in front of your eyes. Then you are immediately able to connect that my eagerness to seek a Guru was immediately is heard by Lord Krishna, and then and when Krishna brings the Guru in front of your eyes, you will know that this is the person I want to surrender to. This is my Guru. And similarly, once you know the Guru, then Guru reveals what is the duty or what is the responsibility of Guru. Guru takes you towards Lord. Guru is the one who reveals everything to Lord. Like in Mangalacharan, in Mangal Arti in the morning, written by Vishwanath Chakrabarti Thakura, we sing no Nikunja you know. So there's one verse, the sixth verse after Shri Radhika Madhavyor Paro. Okay, so Nikunja you know Ratikeli Siddhe Yayali Biri Tirapekshaniya Tatrakshi Daksha Dativallabhasya Vande Guru Shri Charanaravindam. So one devotee went Nikunja you know. So when this verse means that my Guru is uh, involved in worshipping the intimate pastimes, Nikunja. Nikunja yani Radha Krishna Leelas in the Nikunjas of Vrindavan. So one devotee, foreign body devotee, asked Srila Prabhupada that, Prabhupada, can you just explain that how can I assist you in this, as per this verse? So Srila Prabhupada says, this Nikunja, Ratikili Siddha, when Guru worships Lord Krishna in Nikunja, that is in the spiritual world. In the material world, you help me in the Sankirtan movement. So that will be your service to me. So in the material world, where we are all seeking Krishna and trying to please Krishna through various devotional services, Srila Prabhupada says that in the Sankirtan movement, you help me in distributing the books, the Shastra Gyan to everyone, and that will be the service to me. So, this esoteric pastimes of Nikunja, that is converted to distributing the mercy which we can show to other living entities, is to distribute the Shastra Gyan, the painstakingly how Srila Prabhupada translated these scriptures for us in English so that many can access this. That has to be distributed to everybody so that everyone gets the mercy. So, in this context, how the books have brought devotees, I will just narrate another pastime. This was told by one devotee. This person is every day he wanted to, he had an excitement in jumping in front of a railway track. So when the train was coming speedingly, he used to jump in front of the railway track, and then as soon as the train was very close, like couple of meters, he would jump back. So this excitement he was getting. And what was the excitement he was getting? Because the train driver used to see that this guy is on the track, and he used to get scared, and he would not know whether to slam the brakes or what he would do, and suddenly this guy would jump out from the track. So like this he was doing couple of days, and one day when he jumped out of the track, his face, he fell flat on a hard thing, and that hard thing, it turned out to be a book of Srimad Bhagavad Gita, and that changed his life. So there has been many hundreds and thousands and lakhs of stories where people have been in remote places or might have touched by a Back to Godhead magazine or one of the small books or big books of Srila Prabhupada. And without knowing the devotees, they followed the book, the instructions, and they started chanting the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. Even though they were not in an Indian culture, they picked up the book and they started chanting. And later on, they came into contact with devotees, and their lives had changed completely. So that is the importance of the book distribution in our movement. Another thing is that in this world of jet age, and where we have everything electronic, everyone will say, "Oh, I don't need this book. Everything is there on Vedabase.com. I can click a button and then see Vedabase." But everything is controlled at one server or some cloud server. So what if the sabotager one day switches off, or there is a sabotage at the server level, or the plug, the connection is at one particular place, and if something happens, then all this electronic thing will get wiped out. But what will survive is the hard books, the books which are in hard copy, the physical books will survive. So the acharyas were very intelligent. They knew that in the Kali Yuga, you can have everything on the phone. Tomorrow, even phone is not required. Your hand becomes a phone, and you click something on your finger, you touch, and the phone like image appears on your hand. So then the acharyas were intelligent enough to bring the physical books into the world, that any amount of electronic information can vanish any by pressing a button, but the physical books will be remain on this earth, which can deliver the people. Chaitanyera Kripaya Se Nityananda. Acha, we read this. We'll let go to 525. Gaurachandra Nityananda Sri Rama Lakshmana Gaurachandra Krishna Nityananda Sankarshana. Gaurachandra and Nityananda are Sri Ram and Lakshman. Gaurachandra is Krishna and Nityananda is Sankarshan. Sri Gaura and Nityananda are Sri Rama and Lakshmana. Sri Gaura and Nityananda are Sri Krishna Narayan and Sankarsana. The observation of Sri Chaitanya's pastimes on different platforms of the supreme worshipable object gives the understanding that Sri Chaitanya and Nityananda are non-different from the supreme worshipable truth. Through his various manifestations, Sri Nityananda Prabhu is certainly able to serve Chaitanya Deva. The Jiva Shakti or living entities certainly emanate from Sri Chaitanya Nityananda Prabhu. Therefore, the characteristics of service is the eternal characteristics of every living entity. So, the Jiva Shakti, the living entity force, is coming from Nityananda Prabhu. So, in the process of expansion from Lord Krishna comes Sankarshan, Balarama, who is none other than Nityananda Prabhu, and from him Chaturvyuha expansion happens, and again from Sankarshana, again the second level of Chaturvyuha happens, and then comes Mahavishnu, and that way the process of creation starts. So all the Jiva entities are coming from Nityananda Prabhu. Nityananda Swarupe She Chaitanyera Bhakti Sarva Bhave Karite Dharaye Prabhu Shakti. Nityananda Swarupa is empowered by the Lord to fully engage in devotional service of Lord Chaitanya. So he is completely empowered by the Supreme Lord to engage in. He is the Sevak Bhagavan, and Lord Krishna, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the Savior Bhagavan. That is, we all worship. He is the object of our worship. Whereas Nityananda Prabhu is the Sevak Bhagavan. He is the epitome of service and he is always serving Supreme Lord Krishna. And he arranges all the paraphernalia for the arrival of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu or for the arrival of Krishna. Similarly, in Lord Krishna's pastimes on in this Bhauma world, before Krishna appeared, Lord Balarama comes and he arranges all the paraphernalia for Krishna to appear in this world. चैतन्येर यथा प्रिय सेवक प्रधान तान्हारा से ज्ञाता नित्यानंदेरा आख्याना. All the beloved principal servants of Lord Chaitanya, they all know the glories of Nityananda. तबे ये देखा ना अन्यो अन्य द्वंद्व भजे रंगा करे कृष्ण चंद्र केह नाही भुजे. But the quarrels that are seen among the devotees are simply Krishna's pastimes, which are not fully understood by all. So the devotees might have some rasa, and the rasa could also mean that they would be sometimes seen as fighting, but these are all Lord Krishna's pastime, and one should not take it in a mundane sense. इहाते ये एक वैष्णवेर पक्ष लाया अन्य वैष्णवेर निंदे से shaya. If someone takes the side of one Vaishnava and blasphemes another Vaishnava, he is certainly vanquished. The loving quarrels between Sri Nityananda Prabhu and Sri Advaita Prabhu are enacted by the will of Krishna. This fact is not understood by materialistic people. If without understanding one takes the side of one Vaishnava, then the other Vaishnava is neglected. As a result of such actions, offense is accrued. So, as we understand the quarreling pastimes, the loving quarreling pastime between Nityananda Prabhu and Advaita Acharya, by seeing that one should not take this person side of one person versus the other person, because that will be an offense, because these are all leelas of Lord Krishna. सर्वभावे भजे कृष्णा करे न ये निंदे से ये गणा न पाया वैष्णवेरा वृंदे. One who serves Krishna without deviation and without blaspheming anyone is counted as a Vaishnava. So when we are serving or whatever we are doing, let's focus on the service. Let's just focus on the service, and why I'm doing that service is to please my Guru, please my Shiksha Guru, Diksha Guru, and Supreme Lord. So the biggest thing Srila Prabhupada was always grateful was to his, he went, I mean, it's such an amazing thing. Yesterday, some video I saw where Srila Prabhupada just went at the age of 70. Not many of us are even capable of even thinking about what one would be doing at the age of 70. He picks up a suitcase and goes on a cargo ship. And the cargo ship is such a ship that it is not suitable for passengers because there is not enough space. Still, he goes, and the captain is merciful that he allows Srila Prabhupada to sleep in his room. Somehow, Srila Prabhupada, in his 35 days plus journey to Boston, and with 40 rupees in hand and with a ticket from Morarji, Srimati Sindhya Madam, he travels on the cargo ships. He has 2 heart attacks. He doesn't know anybody when he gets down. All he had was a letter from Agarwal to go to Gopal Agarwal's house. And he used to, in the next 1 2 years, he didn't know in the initial days, he didn't know anybody. But somehow he depended on Krishna and his Guru. So many times he used to go back to that port and ask, when is your next ship leaving? So the captain or that person in the port will say, Sadhu Maharaj, आप every time you come and ask when the ship is leaving, but you don't seem to go go back to India. But Srila Prabhupada had his complete nishtha on Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakura, who had told him, go and preach in the West. And what is happening now? The Western people are wearing nicely saris. There was another picture showing the Western woman wearing nicely the Indian attire sari and looking for following the Sanatan Dharma, and the Indian people wearing torn jeans and half clothes. Indian women are wearing this kinds of clothes, and we want to follow West. Our exalted gurus had known that we want to follow or whatever the Western world is following. If the Western world is in half clothes and jeans, we want to follow that. So we are going the Western way now when they have changed the culture. And now what are happening? The men are getting attracted to the women wearing saris by the Western world, the Russian devotees. This is what is happening. So we want to follow whatever the Western world is doing. And Srila Prabhupada followed his guru who said, go and preach in the West. And what was happening to us? For us, Krishna is a backyard deity, backyard god. Everybody knows Krishna, but nobody will worship Krishna. So when Srila Prabhupada came, because of His Holiness Gopalakrishna Goswami Maharaj and His Holiness later on Jayapatak Maharaj and His Holiness Loknath Swami Maharaj and His Holiness Bhakti Charu Maharaj, the movement started to gather force in India also. He had very few disciples, just one or two disciples of Indian body. Everybody, Srila Prabhupada, when he came back to India, he had come with 35, 40 or hundreds of devotees were all foreign bodied. And looking at them, when in Azad Maidan, when he had that big Pandal program where 20,000, 30,000 devotees, people attended, that it was on the stage, it was all foreign bodied people dancing. And then our local people get attracted. Arey, these people are wearing dhoti, these people are wearing the janoi, and they are dancing and they are giving me the book. They are giving Bhagavad Gita to us. They are telling us to read about Krishna. So, so I would narrate a small pastime in this regard and probably then stop. So, in this Pandal program, once the great sadhus of our of India had come for this Azad Maidan program, and then there was supposed to be a meeting, and Srila Prabhupada was busy. So he told his one of his devotees that Gurudas, his name is Gurudas, you go and talk. So Gurudas says, no, I am not capable, Srila Prabhupada. So Prabhupada says, no, no, you are enough for them. You go and talk to them. So he talks about Krishna, the important, because these were all Mayavadi, all mixture of sadhus from north. They had come. So and they were talking about everything is one, everything is one. सब कुछ एक है, हम सब एक में merge हो जाएंगे. And that is their philosophy. Okay. So then Gurudas tells them, you guys are all telling like this. I will give you an example. Is the stool on the street same as Rasgulla the sweet? So they all get very offended. And afterwards, these sadhus come and meet Srila Prabhupada and says, your Western body devotee has come, has told us to eat the stool on the street. So Prabhupada says, I don't think they will do like that. But maybe in the description, they might be a bit graphic. They might be very graphic in their description. So Gurudas was asking, is the Rasgulla the sweet, same as the stool on the street? And these people got offended. Then Srila Prabhupada, after the sadhus, he says, okay, forgive him. They are very graphic in the description. So the sadhus left after that. Then Srila Prabhupada calls Gurudas and asks him, what did you tell them? The stool on the street, is it same as the Rasgulla the sweet? Very good example. You gave them a very good example, and I am very happy you did that. So I hope you all understand. So these Mayavadis who say everything is one, can they treat these two items the same if everything is one? Okay, then we'll just finish this verse 530. So one who serves Lord Krishna without deviation and without blaspheming anyone is counted as a Vaishnava. So by serving the Supreme Lord without, so why I took this two examples is Srila Prabhupada has complete devotion to his Guru and he followed his instructions. Even at the age of 70, he said, no, I am going now to preach. So why did he leave Radha Damodar temple in Vrindavan, where he was sitting there and translating? But he's Srimad Bhagavatam. But then he remembered his guru's instructions and he followed that to his heart. And then he left, but he carried Vrindavan in his heart. And the senior Vaishnavas, the exalted devotees, always carry the Supreme Personality of Lord Radha Krishna in their heart. That's why they carry the Dham in their heart, Vrindavan in their heart, and distribute that love wherever they go. So it is not that Srila Prabhupada went to New York and spread first there, but he carried Vrindavan in his heart and went there. That is the importance of this exalted pure devotees. So one does not get an opportunity to bless. So by serving the Supreme Lord without deviation, one does not get an opportunity to blaspheme the demigods who are situated within the Supreme Lord, the external energy. Such an exalted devotee, free from blasphemy, is truly counted among the top servants of the Supreme Lord. So people with small minds worship the demigods, but we are not saying don't worship. We respect all demigods, we pay dandavat, we visit their temples, but know the proper connection of the demigods to the Supreme Lord. Hare Krishna. We'll stop here. Pranam to all. Any questions or comments? Otherwise, we'll close the session here, Mataji.
Thank you, Mataji, for wonderful class.
Hare Krishna.